chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and this makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a brand new era in Happy Valley. New head coach in Matt Campbell, Drew Allergon at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this Nittany Lion offense to the next level. Everyone that's watched this guy play knows he's got lots of ability, and he's going to get an opportunity to put that on display today.
Lots of ability, new environment, obviously familiarity with the coaching staff is good, but there's also something to all of those starts. You know, this guy has seen it all. He's been there. He's done that, right? Like, interested to see all the pieces that were brought with him, but you're right. New year, new system, new fans to get used to in a new place, but Rocco Beck's been a dude throughout his college career. Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They kick it away on fourth down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So Wisconsin's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. They're
turning it on. It's the slide. Got the first down with his feet.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Hopkins. Gets it out quickly. Nice move to pick up yardage. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Holds and fires complete to the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Badgers!
That's a great job on the touchdown catch. And, of course, guys, we highlighted him as one of our impact players at the start of this game. And you saw great route running. You saw him line up in different spots against different coverages. It didn't matter. That whole drive was all about one guy. It was that impact wide receiver, and he puts this offense back on the board.
So that whole defense, which is about 11 guys, needs to go to the sidelines and start to watch that iPad and get it together. And they're going to have to come up with a plan. Like, we cannot let one dude beat us consistently. That is not good defense. So interested to see if they can get their heads together and try to figure something out on the defensive side of the ball.
On the run, it's Hansen. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Open field on the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hopkins. Gets it to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hopkins. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Inside the touchdown, Penn State. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Beck. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Back to pass. Under fire. Being chased. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Nittany Lions have their off. They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Under fire. On target over the middle. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Palmer. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with. For the half. This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Badgers are facing third and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Love the call here going RPO on third down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got his man across the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, he's got wheels. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 10 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, here on the Penn State sideline, there is a sense of optimism and determination. This team has been down big before just like this, and what they're saying to each other is, let's take it a play at a time. They've got an electric offense. They've got a running game they can count on, but it has to start now. The 3rd quarter is getting underway, and their determination is sky high on the Nittany Lions sideline.
Wants to throw. It's Hopkins. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Gonna look downfield again. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Shoots it to the left. What a grab with one hand. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Hansen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with it.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To throw, it's Beck. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He's got him in the flat. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Unloads it left. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Badgers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hopkins. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Makes the grab in their space. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. And they're able to get him on the ground.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to...
Makes the grab on the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Back to pass, it's Hopkins. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Bringing the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Hansen. Maybe a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll give it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit.
Snags it, and there's running room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Hopkins. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The give as they work on that clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the air, it's Beck. Got his man out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Coleman open on the right. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.